Hi everyone, you're watching a live broadcast with me, Priti Raichura, on Sunday, 1st of November. Gosh, can you believe we are already into November? And yes, very, very soon, Diwali is creeping up on us, and so is Christmas. And to get us into that mood today, we have Darshna Naresh Naker joining us. Lots of people that live locally here in Leicester will know Darshnaben, but of course, those of you that live abroad and around the UK will have heard or at least met her in some form. I'm going to get her on the screen so that we can talk to her today here on the Let's Chat to Priti Raichura show. Lots of people have actually been asking me, how do we subscribe? Well, just go onto YouTube. It's Let's Chat to Priti Raichura. And of course, if you're following me on Facebook, you will able to pick up on the interview as well. So let's see if we can add Darshna now to the screen. Hi, good afternoon, Darshna. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Preeti. How are you?
I am very well. You're looking as glamorous as you always do. A very warm welcome to the Let's Chat.
Oh, thank you. Any chance to dress up, Preeti?
You look awesome. You always look awesome anyway. Every time I see you performing or you're at a show, or doesn't matter. Even if you're not at a show, if I bumped into you at a supermarket, you still look extremely glamorous. But that's you. That's you in a nutshell, isn't it?
That's me.
So for the benefit of those that are tuning in, not only do you, you sing and you dance, but you do other things. Tell me more about all those hidden talents of yours.
Yeah, Preeti. If I can just quickly shed a light on my journey. Uh, I've been working full time and alongside because I've been very ambitious. I come from Tanzania originally, and then got married here in UK, and um, and I was only 18 when I got married, so
Wow. Okay.
at a very young age.
Yeah.
Um, and there is a story behind it, but it doesn't link with today's program. But it's very interesting. I'll tell you when I see you. But I had a lot of ambitions, uh, and from there I found a job, and I still had ambitions to dance and sing. I used to do Bharatnatyam Kathak before, and I was trained in that way back in Tanzania. Came back to UK, and I was still interested in dancing, and somehow I ended up singing, and then I took up classical singing.
Oh
Uh,
wow. Okay.
yeah, with Kumar Shashwatji.
Okay.
So I practically learned music from him. But juggling family, working full time, and doing other things is really, really hard.
Oh.
And I also took up radio presenting
Mhm,
for a little while when my kids were younger. I wasn't working then.
mhm.
So I've got quite a few strands to my hat. Um, that I've done a lot of things.
Well, like I said, you're a woman of many, many talents.
Thank
And for me, it's a great privilege to have you here on my show. Our paths have crossed many times. I've seen you perform at some of my events, Sanji's weddings. What kind of songs do you actually sing? Is it just Bollywood? What kind of songs do you?
No, Priti, I'm a singer who sings in quite a few languages. Being a Gujarati, I do sing Gujarati songs, Lagna Geet, Sanji, Garbas, Ras Garbas, and I also sing in Hindi because my love for Bollywood songs, since we've all grown up with Bollywood songs. So Hindi is my also favorite, and also being coming from Africa, I've learned. I know how to sing Swahili songs,
Wow.
which a lot of many people from East Africa, they just
Yeah.
love them when I sing in my live shows. Um,
Sure.
and
I bet you
also,
frighten all the people here in Leicester because we have so many East Africans, people from Uganda, Kenya,
yeah,
love Swahili songs. They go crazy because it takes them back
absolutely,
to their roots in Africa, the Africa days.
yeah. And
So
I ask anybody from East Africa, and they'll say, "Oh, you from Uganda, from Tanzania, from Kenya, and you get the party going. You all
Oh
have to
yeah,
sing Malaika and Jumbo and all those songs,
yeah.
and I really love
Yeah.
it.
I wish
And
I could understand it all, but I can't, unfortunately. I'm kind of born here, but I love the beat of Swahili songs. They're so cool. I mean, it really does get the party going. I don't understand a word, but I'm like, I'll stand up and dance when somebody, and like I said, I've heard you sing,
yeah,
and you definitely do get the party going. When you're singing live and you're bringing the Swahili songs, it
yeah,
really does, get that party going, doesn't it?
yeah. And when I started singing, there was a big craze for Punjabi songs as well, and
Okay.
some Pakistani songs. So I added all of them. So I started singing Gujarati, Hindi, Punjabi, Swahili,
Do
all
you
that.
do you speak do you speak various different languages as well?
I do speak about 6 languages.
Do you really?
Yeah, yes.
Wow, look at that hidden talent. So you
Uh,
speak Gujarati because obviously that is your mother tongue. You speak
Hindi,
Hindi,
uh, English, Urdu,
English and Urdu as well. Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
and
And
then Kutchi,
oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. Okay.
and I can speak Punjabi as well, a little
Punjabi
bit,
and Swahili.
and Swahili.
Wow. So you know what you need to start singing in other languages as well, and start to write your songs in other languages. I know that we've got a surprise coming up a little bit later. We're not going to go into that just now. But tell me where all this hidden talent came out from. You just mentioned that you started off by wanting to dance. I know you've got a love for belly dancing. Tell me more about that.
Well, um, when you see me, in all my roles like radio presenting, dancing, singing, I've been quite influenced by Bollywood. And when I was a teenager,
Mm.
I wanted to become an actress. To be honest, that was
Really?
my ambition.
Yeah.
And I never became one. Although I'll share a secret with you,
Hmm.
which I've not said to many people, but I did. I was auditioned for a film that for a Hindi Bollywood film. They came over to Tanzania, and I auditioned, and I actually got a role.
Did you really?
I almost ran away from the house, and then my parents dragged me back.
That
So
is crazy.
that film
Oh,
was never made. No, it was
ah.
opposite. I think I was very, very young then, but it was, I think, opposite Mithun.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm
Seriously?
not that old, but you know how, well, I didn't know what kind of role I was going to be offered.
Mm.
Um, could have been a side role, but I'm just saying that.
Well,
Sharing
that
with
in
you.
itself, and the fact that you actually got in, unfortunately, you had to turn it down. But never say never, because you are, definitely a lady that inspires many. Because in terms of your own personal journey, you said that you got married at the age of 18, and you had all these aspirations. So you've got a family, you've got kids. Tell me more about your family life. Who's in your family?
I have a lovely husband,
Yeah.
very lovely, loving husband, and 2 girls.
Hmm.
One of my girls is a singer as well.
Is
She
she?
sings English, but
Oh
she
wow.
trained as a classical singer, and
Mhm.
she did have some classes with Devki Pandit, the very well-known classical singer, when she came here to UK, and
Mhm.
with Kumar Shashwatji.
Yeah.
Uh, and yeah, so her love for music grew up with me, and then she ventured out singing her own style in English. So
Okay.
and my younger one, Karishma,
Mhm.
she plays piano, and
Wow.
she's yeah, fantastic. Both are very, very good girls. Very, very.
Talented family. So you have a very supportive husband. You have two beautiful daughters, and your daughters are also kind of following your footpath. But in terms of what you've been doing, in terms of a diversion from wanting to be a dancer and actress, you actually then started to practice a little bit more in terms of your singing. When did you actually start? How old were you?
Um, what, my singing?
Yeah.
Singing, I wasn't singing when I was in Africa, but when I came here,
Mhm.
it was my daughter's first birthday party,
Oh,
and
okay.
we invited a live band,
Right.
uh, and their singer was going on maternity leave,
Okay.
and I just sang one song, and they said, "You are really good." And I said, "Really?" Said, "Would you like to come and practice with us?" And then I went to their practice session. It started from there on.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, so I sang with them for a little while, and then the singer came back. And then I thought, oh, let me try and find somebody who could teach me singing. And I was in love with classical music, so I started learning classical music
Okay.
alongside performing Bollywood programs. Uh,
Amazing.
and dancing was in my blood.
Yeah.
I was dancing. You put a camera and I could, act anything out. That is, because I trained myself to
Yeah.
be in films, and that dream never got fulfilled. But however, I found different ways to kind of fulfill those, you know, dreams.
Dreams, of course, and how wonderful is that? I mean, that is really good because you're quite a well-known person here in Leicester. You sing bhajans as well, don't you? You sing bhajans, you sing Bollywood, and you have a
I sing bhajans, Bollywood, Mendi nights. We
Ras
do
Garba.
Ras Garba anniversaries,
Mhm.
mostly all kinds of events.
Yeah.
Devotional, community, any dinner and dances, corporate events, theme ones, everything we do.
Wow, amazing. Now, where does that confidence come from? Because obviously, lots of people, lots of people will sometimes, sometimes people ask me, did you have to go to, a school to get your confidence? Did you have to go to, like some confidence building workshops? But, my answer is no. And you just said you carried on practicing. You actually had a lot of self-belief. So tell me, where does that confidence for you come from?
That self-confidence comes from preparation
Mm,
and, knowing your stuff and being able to relay that. You got to have some sort of honesty and some sort of preparation,
mm,
and that's where you gain the confidence from.
sure.
I think honesty is very, very important.
Mm,
And there's so much in the background that goes with it. I was
mm,
always a confident person anyway.
yeah.
Somebody said in a debate, I would never shy away to speak up.
Mm,
So I was already confident in that sense. But
yeah.
dealing with people has been like my second nature. So I had no fear. And I still have no fear. I've done melas with 10,000 people, and I
Wow.
go on the stage and I just saying I can stand there for 5 minutes. It doesn't affect me. Some people will, really worry. But to
Mm.
me, the more people I see is the better buzz I get. If I see less people, I get more worried.
Get worried. Yeah, 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 of course. Yeah, yeah. No, I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. I've got a couple of people. I'm just going to quickly go to some of the messages that are coming up. We've got Daksha Lineswala
She's
saying
my
excellent.
classmate.
Oh, okay, okay. She's an excellent interview. She's also saying, I agree. Darshan has always been a confident person. We have Mini Patani saying how beautifully you sang at their bhajan. I think Nisha has just put Dal. I think she's tried to write something else, but we'll go. Oh, Darshna rocks. I think that's what she's trying. It's come up as Darshna rocks. She certainly does. We have a message also that's come from Gutch. You said you understand Gucci, so we actually have Punit Pai from Gutch, who's just said, Gucci, I think he's trying to put you to the test. Go on, show off your skills. Say something to him in Gucci so he knows you speak Gucci.
Mojo naam Darshna hai, tojo naam Kurwai.
तुझे नाम गुरु I understand that. That's saying તમારું નામ શું છે? There you go, Punit Maharaj. Punit Bhai, there, look, she does speak. She does really speak. And you know what? If you're lucky, you might even get to hear her singing something in Kachi. But Darshna Ben, um, during this whole lockdown period, there's something you really, really aspire to do, and you managed to do that, but you have been through challenges in life. It's unfortunate. I know that, but we're not talking about negativity here today. But we've had so many inspirational role models on this show, and especially women who totally motivate me, because I look up to all of you guys. You have overcome cancer, and you never gave up. Tell me a little bit more about that. I don't want to develop on that, but for those ladies that are tuned in today, not just ladies, men as well, that are tuned in today, that may have an illness, and things like mental health at the moment with this second lockdown coming up is probably going to drive people crazy. But you never gave up, did you?
Yeah. Priti, in all my life, this is that moment when I had cancer, and when the doctor said to me, "You are tested positive." That positive wasn't positive; it was negative for me,
Okay.
and I couldn't believe it. Me, and how could I get cancer?
Yeah.
Anybody could get cancer,
Mm.
and I was very unfortunate that I had to go through so much. But when I was having my treatments and chemo, I thought, I will never give up. I want to still achieve my dreams. What is the purpose of my life? Even with COVID, it taught people to reflect on their lives and to think, what do we need to achieve? What have we achieved in life? It doesn't have to be, really goals and do things, but something that you always wanted to do. Some people have little goals in life, nothing
Yeah.
massive. Yeah. But I thought to myself, I've come into this world, I've not been able to make my album
Mm.
or record a song all these years, juggling between family life and all that.
Mm.
Um, so um, here is the time for me to make something and make a name for myself, and be an inspiration for people who go through all this treatment, and they feel so demotivated with life, because this can be either you can be positive or you can go the other way around.
Yeah.
So I chose, when I was in hospital, I made up my mind that once I'm out here, my treatment is over, I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to do everything that will make me happy
Good.
and whatever I want to achieve. And, at the same time, support other people.
Yeah. Amazing. That's absolutely amazing. And, to overcome such an illness and to continue as you are here today. When you contacted me, and when we spoke a couple of weeks ago, I felt quite privileged to say, yes, we'll definitely get you on the show, because during the lockdown period, if I'm not mistaken, you were working very, very hard to put together this single that I know we're going to have the privilege of listening to today a little bit later on. But tell me more about this single. Tell me what it means to you.
Preeti, I'll let you know about the single. If you just give me a second and take the messages, I think I'm
Yeah.
low on battery. So if you
Okay.
and we'll take that question, because I've got something
This
interesting
is
to
what
share.
happens when you do a live. Oh my god. Okay. So her battery never goes flat, because she's a fighter. Darshna Red is a fighter. She's never does the battery go flat. It's just her laptop. But I am going to go to the messages. So let's see who's joining us. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, there's quite a lot of messages. Dalvinda, I think you finally have joined us. It seems you are having issues trying to get in touch with us. Jalpesh, you're also joining us from Ahmedabad. You're saying namaste. How are you? Hope you're well. Hope everybody at home is well. And I hope COVID situation is a little bit better than it is here. You may have heard on the news we're entering into a second lockdown. Thank you, Dharmesh, also for joining us. Daksha Lineswala, Hope you're well. Thank you, Minnie, for sharing your experience about Darshna Ben. You're saying that she sang beautifully at your bhajans a few years ago. I was at those bhajans, and I do remember. Nisha Ben Ganatra, hope you're well. And you're saying Darshna Ben rocks. She certainly does. She is a absolutely, an amazing role model to so many women. The fact that she's only, she's overcome kind of cancer and she's never given up. So, absolutely, that's amazing. Smita Chakar, you're also joining us. A warm welcome to you. Chunilal Bhai Parma, a warm welcome to you as well. Thank you for all those messages. I think Doshnaben is just sorting out her cables.
Sorted.
Oh, you're sorted. And Ashaben, you're also joining us. Ashaben Sordwa, you're saying very true. The more people, the more confidence, you get a buzz. It's a buzz. Well, it certainly is. And Ashaben, you yourself, if I'm not mistaken, also dance. So there you go. I've got dancers, singers, I've got all sorts. And I love the fact that here in Leicester, we are actually very, very fortunate, Darshna, to have so much talent. Since I started these lives during the first lockdown, it kind of started off like, from the wedding side of things. And then I've just expanded. I'm talking to all kinds of people now because they're such an inspiration. I've had some Bollywood singers on here from India as well, which has been absolutely awesome. But, what Asha Ben is saying is true. The more, the more people, the more confidence. And that's what you actually said, that the more people that stand there watching you, you know yourself that you are worth it, right?
Yeah. And I want to show, I've always been like that. When I see many people, I just want to show off and stand out in crowd. But
Good.
that's my quality.
That's
That's my trait.
Good for you. Absolutely. And so you should. And in fact, while she was away, I should have asked you, don't you think she looks absolutely gorgeous today? So all you people that agree with me said loads of love hearts because I think Darshna Ben looks amazing. Like she's like, look at me. You know what? I was feeling really, really cold. So I was sat here in my cardigan and Darshna Ben has dressed up beautifully. And she certainly always makes an effort at all of her live performances because I've seen her and today is a live performance. So yes, Smita Ben, you're saying she definitely looks great. We have oh God, we've got lots of people joining us, but I'll go back onto the messages in a short while. But going back to your single, Darshna Ben, tell me a little bit more about the thought of this single. You said you started, having these thoughts while you were recovering from cancer in hospital, and you thought, you know what, I'm going to release this single one day. I'm going to work for it. And then, of course, we've been through this whole lockdown period for the last 6-7 months. And is that the preparation it's taken for you to bring this single to us today?
In COVID, all of a sudden, I got a lot of time.
Yeah.
I thought, oh my God, this is good. I can do what I want. So I started with Facebook Lives and started singing and doing different things. And then I thought, oh, maybe I want to do an album or a single. But I was thinking, what shall I do? Is this something that somebody else has not created or not thought of? And being both singer and dancer, I thought, let me find a track where it can be mixed with, it could have an Arabic feel to it. And I could sing and then I could dance as well on that video.
Absolutely.
So my first step was to find a lovely Asha Bhosle is my favorite, all-time favorite. Asha Ji, Lata Ji, they are legends. But I love Asha Ji's, style of singing. So I found an Asha track, Aona Gale Lagaona, and I found somebody in India who could recreate the track for me with Arabic feel. So we went through a lot of sittings, to and fro. And finally,
And this was done all virtually, was it? It was done virtually.
It was done all virtually. So I recorded here, and then it was sent over there to be mixed up, and so it was done all virtually in this COVID situation. So I'm so excited, so happy with the result. It's exactly what I wanted. And
Wow.
somebody else said, no one else has created this kind of a track before. Although
Okay.
you see Dilbar, Dilbar and those kind of tracks
Yeah.
with Arabic feel into it, and
Yeah.
there's too much going on, but this one is crisp and clean, Bolly Arabic mix where it's a must for a party.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Well,
been done really
I've
well.
had a little, a little tiny listen to. I'm not going to spoil the surprise for you, but you just kind of mentioned that Asha Bhosle is an inspiration to you. Who else is your inspiration?
Um, Lataji has been my inspiration, I think, for
Mhm.
all singers. I like singers who have that folky kind of sound. Like I love Richa Sharma ji, I love Jaswinder Nirula. I
Mhm.
like Shreya Ghoshal, but I love ladies who have that, Farida Khanam,
Of
that
course.
authentic voice in
Yes.
them. So I love listening to all this. I've grown up listening to most of them, and
Wow.
yeah, I love new singers. I listen to all kinds of music: English,
Yeah. Yeah.
Hindi, ghazals, Punjabi.
Mm.
Um, but Bollywood is my favorite, and I do listen to classical music
Mhm.
very often.
Now, tell me more about this whole single before we have a listen. So, those of you that are joining us, you will get to listen to it in a little while. But tell me more about what was it about this one particular song that you've had, somebody in India that's recreated it for you in your voice. Tell me more about why you chose that particular song.
I chose that particular song because where there is a music in the intro. It's originally composed by R.D. Burman.
Mhm.
Now, there was a space to create that Arabic feel into it
Okay.
because you can't put that feel into all the songs. But that
Sure.
particular song I thought, was the best one to put the Arabic feel into it. So that
Okay.
was the first step. And then, because my urge to dance belly dancing, I went through a major operation, 11-hour operation, just
Wow.
1.5 years ago.
Okay.
And I'm back into, my routine. I used to do fit. I used to be very, very fit, go
Okay.
to the gym, do Pilates and all that. So I regained back my health. And I thought, okay, let me dance again because I've been
Good.
doing belly dancing for 5 years now.
Okay.
And I thought, okay, I want to dance. And in my video, with the professional ones,
Yeah.
with the professional girls, and showcase my talent, dancing talent with my singing.
Sure.
Um, so that's how the idea came about. And then I had to work so much hard on it. Pretty, you know what? I didn't even know what my recording voice was.
Oh,
Most
really?
people record me on like live shows and all that, but I
Mm.
haven't done a recording where I can see, oh, is this my voice? Because you sound slightly different than you
Oh,
sound in a normal live music.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it was very, very exciting, a new experience for me, but it was worth it in the end.
Wow. So today we're definitely going to hear the single, but is the video kind of on its way as well?
Oh, yes. We
Wow.
shot the video. Oh, I'm so excited because the kind of interesting things that we've done in that video is is unbelievable,
Mm-hmm.
especially during this time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the video will be releasing mid November. It's kind of all short,
Okay.
and we've used parts of Leicester as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
anybody from Leicester
Yeah, yeah.
will be able to say, "Oh, this is our Leicester." So
Mm.
it's a proud feeling
Yeah,
uh, for locals here,
of
for a
course.
local singer to portray a little bit of Leicester
Okay.
and to use the talent for the video.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've used professional group from belly dancing group from Leicester, and I've
Yeah.
used videographers and everybody from here. So,
Excellent.
it's been, utilizing local talent to create something international.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, I know that we've been waiting for this moment, Darshna. I am going to ask you if we can have a listen to this wonderful song. So, guys, do stay tuned because this is the moment when we get to listen together to the single that Darshna has just released, and she's going to be playing it for the first time here on my show. So, Darshna, over to you. I am dying to listen to this, and I've been waiting for this moment. And now, here's another challenge for you. Are you going to show me some of those belly dance moves while that music is on?
Little bit, you'll get some from me. While the music starts, I'll just like absorb into it and start changing my
There you
avatar.
go. So when you're doing that, all these people that are joining us. So we've got Mina Bankanya saying you're very inspirational. So listen, only if you're going to write all these comments, you have to join in. Is that right? Is that right?
Yeah, definitely.
You have to watch Darshna dancing, and you have to join in. Not only listen out to her beautiful voice and her single, but join in because this is all about making each other happy. I know we've got a second lockdown, but we will get through it, and we're all in it together. And this is the way we're going to get through it. You've just heard what Darshna has just said. Asha Ben Soda is saying you're looking brilliant. Smita Tucker saying sending you lots of love. We've got Nirmala Ben also joining us saying hello, ladies. The wonderful Nirmala Ben is also here with us. So I hope you're going to join in and dance as well. Jitesh saying Darshna Ben is amazing, talented, and a professional singer, and good at garbas. Did you do any garba singing as well? Virtual
Last
garba?
night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was
Well, shout out
performing
to them.
last night with my band at Hindu Mandir.
Oh
Uh,
wow, awesome. That's so cool. So again, those people that want to look back at that, they can also see you on your Facebook page. Is that right?
I haven't posted the videos, but Jitesh Bhai did some recording yesterday, so we'll be
Okay,
posting some videos very soon.
brilliant. So Jitesh Pai, I look forward to seeing those amazing videos of your performance from last night. But Bindu Ben Burma also saying, looking forward to your singing. Bindu Ben is also a singer, if I'm not mistaken, from
Yes, she is.
Loughborough.
Yeah,
She's,
from
isn't she?
Loughborough. Yeah,
And she's again somebody who does lots and lots of other things. Another
she has
multi-talented
a
lady.
talented son as well who.
Yes, that's right. Yes,
Yeah.
and then I know that Bindu Ben, and yeah, I know she does some amazing things as well as every time she puts any food up, I always say, I want to eat food because she is an amazing cook. I've never tried it, but just by looking at it, I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
We'll both barge in, Preeti. One of
Yes.
these days to Bindu Ben's house. Well, once the lockdown is over,
No, absolutely.
I'm sure she won't mind.
No. We also have Samir Bhatt joining us from Italy, who's
Oh,
yes. In fact, Samir is a planner like myself. He's also joining me, and Samir and I, we run the same company. So my whole company he looks after with his own company in Italy, and we collaborate for weddings. And in fact, just before lockdown, we can't still say, but Samir and I were supposed to have a big Bollywood wedding taking place in Italy before lockdown, and sometime maybe in the future we'll go ahead. So there you go, that's Samir. We have Priti Ben Soni also joining us. Again, I think Priti Ben is also a singer. So a warm welcome to you. She's saying, hi Priti Ben and Darshna Bhabi. There you go.
we have this relationship with Priti. So,
Okay.
yeah, know her for many, many years now. Even
Okay.
before she started singing. So,
And I
we go
think,
a very long way.
wow, that's amazing. See, this is what I mean, local talent, and it's just so much of it. And when I
Yeah,
see,
sing.
honestly, when I see, like our ladies especially, and I see that change, and I see ladies never giving up with all the challenges as ladies face in life,
It's
from being
amazing.
from having to go to work, from raising a family, doing housework, and then ensuring that we also reach our dreams. We reach out and we make those dreams come true, just like how you have It's so wonderful. So you know what? Carry on going, just carry on, because it really, makes me feel proud. We have Parthiban Takrar saying Darshna Ben is an absolute amazing soul, very talented, and always a positive person. There you go. Look, all these people full of praise.
Yeah.
Bindu Ben is saying, sure, anytime. Bindu Ben, what you're letting yourself in for. I am going to send you a list of all the food I want to eat. Asha Ben Soda saying, we ladies need to do to live our dreams. We certainly do. And we have Darshna Ben joining us here today, who's lived up to her dream, because very, very shortly she is about to let us in to hear this single that she is releasing on my show here today. So over to you, and don't forget the rules, ladies and gentlemen, because we have my brother from another mother, is what I call him, Samir. You have to join in, guys. You have to join in. You have to do some belly dancing, because Darshna Ben is going to give us a practical lesson on that as well.
Definitely. Preeti, you'll have to call me over when the video is done.
Oh gosh.
Because that's going to be another level of
Yes.
experience that I'd like to share. But are you all ready for the
I
release
think
of
all
the
the
very
people.
first ever single, and that with the legendary Preeti Raichura? I'm so happy, Preeti, it's you.
Oh, thank you.
No, honestly. Um, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you
Put your
like.
hands together for the wonderful Darshna Naresh Naker. Yay! Oh, check her out. Doesn't she look like a Bollywood star? She really does, actually. I can see those pictures, that Bollywood star look is on your face. Over to you, Darshna Ben.
Okay.
Listen up,
Can you hear?
I can hear. Oh, look, there's lots of claps coming your way. Music is funky. It's really funky. Look.
I haven't done anything.
She's not even starting, but she's so cool. Come on.
सीने में कैसी हलचल मची है ओ सजना देखो सीने में कैसी हलचल मची है ओ सजना
Are you all dancing?
The Arabic bit.
I love it. Go on then. This is the belly dance bit.
Full on dancing.
Hold on. This is amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Darshna Ben. Amazing. All I can say, simply, I am actually lost for words. I'm so privileged that you played it for the first time ever on the show. And I'm going to just quickly go to some of the messages. Priti Ben Soni saying, wow, great. And she's sending you a big clap and thumbs up. You can't hear any of the claps from all the people that are talking. But I'm going to clap on their behalf because you can.
Oh, thank you so much.
can hear my clapping. Chitesh Pal is saying, wow, amazing, very nice. Bindu Ben sending you, kind of lots of thumbs up as well. Samir saying, Darshna, it looks like, Darshna Ben looks like Reena Roy. She does. She looks like a Bollywood actress. She does. And did you see all those eye movements when she was like dancing? Wasn't she just looking natural? So natural. I was like just like mesmerized by her. Like, oh my god! I was like, she's so cool. So yeah, you're right, Samir. From Tere Sang Pyar Mein Nahi Thoda. She has a beautiful smile. There you go. You've got a fan there.
Oh, thank you. A lot of people have said I look like Reena Roy. Some said I look like Sonakshi.
I think you look
A
like
little
Sonakshi.
bit.
Yeah.
And some said I look like Noor Jahan.
Yes, you do. You really do. Yes, you do look like Nur Jahan as well. And those eye movements, oh my God, they were like to kill for. Oh my God, I think if there's any, luckily you're married, and I hope Naresh Pai is there to protect you, because I think all these men would want to take you away today otherwise. Parthiban Chakra again, putting her hands, clapping for you. Dakshaben also sending, you lots of claps. And saying, Darshna, you're awesome, well done. So there's lots and lots of people, and in fact, Darshna Ben, you're able to see all these wonderful comments coming up for you later on as well when you look back at today's chat. But thank you so much for launching that now. For those people that want to listen to that full single of yours, where can they purchase it from? Where can they listen back to it? And I know that, I do know that Sabras, I do know that the BBC are going to be playing it. But for those people that want to buy their own single that's been sung by the awesome, amazing Darshna Ben, where can they get that from?
It's available on all platforms. It's been released by Horus Music.
Okay.
And it's available on all major platforms, iTunes, Spotify. It's already on YouTube, but I've been quiet about it until I launched it. So it's already on YouTube.
Okay, so what's the YouTube channel?
I'll be putting it on Facebook as well now for everyone to listen. But if they want to download it, they'll have to go to Amazon or iTunes to download.
So Amazon or iTunes if you want to download it, or Darshna Ben will be sharing it on her own personal Facebook page, and of course you can also listen to it on her YouTube channel. So I've actually heard it earlier on today, and I mean, she sounds amazing. I know we've got Asha Bhosle, and I know we've got Lataji, and but this is our local artist here, living in Leicester, living here in the UK, and I feel, like I said, feel really proud of the fact that regardless of the challenges that you faced, you were able to continue to make that dream of yours come true. Where did you learn that dance? And I could see that I could see why when you went for audition for that Bollywood movie, I could see why they wanted to offer you a role, because just the way you were looking there.
Yeah. Well, I was always very dynamic, and I love my dancing. My idols were like Vaijayanti Mala, Sri Devi, Madhuri, all the best dancers, South Indian dancers. I always looked at their dances and practiced them so much throughout the years. So that's how I'm kind of self-taught. But I learned here from a dance company here in Leicester called Shanae's Dance Company.
Okay.
And they teach belly dancing. I just took it up when I had a very, very stressful job. And I thought, let me try and do something different where I can, let myself out. So I went for a 6-week course for belly dancing, and then I've never looked back. I enjoyed it so much. I mean, sometimes I couldn't even turn in my bed because, you got to separate your top part to the bottom. And then you get lots of pains to isolate your body. But there again, it was really worth it. And I just love the dancing, love the teacher, love the ambience. Even all the students there are just like my best friends. We hang out together, we have great time. So it's not only learning dancing, it's the whole package with it that I really enjoyed, and it changed me in many ways. when you do belly dancing, you have to look really graceful, and then
Yeah.
all those qualities come in you. You look really, how to present yourself.
Of course.
Um, when you see Dance India, other programs, and then you see Nora Fateh, all the dancers, they really carry themselves like that. You
Yeah.
know, so that's what I learned from dancing. That
Oh,
if you're a dancer, you got to really uh,
yeah.
lift yourself up, and that was very uplifting for me in many ways, and it
Yeah.
was a good exercise as well for the body.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I had nothing to lose. I only had to gain. So I would
Sure.
say to anybody, it's never too late, because
Yeah.
I started quite late after, I was in a period where my children had grown up and I was in a really nice position in my
Of
life.
course. Yeah.
And, I learned a new skill,
Mm.
and I just love it because I think I can dance like Nora Fateh anyway.
Oh, I think you can. I think you can. I think you know what when
Saki, I can do most of it.
I think when things normalize and we can have you back, so that we can see you face to face rather than virtually, and when we can see you performing live, not only will we get to hear your beautiful voice, but we will also get to see you dance. Now, to all those people out there that have always wanted to, you know, aspire to becoming somebody like becoming an actress or a singer or a dancer, and they think, oh no, it's not going to happen. What message do you have for them?
I have to say, follow your dreams, follow your heart,
Mm.
because nobody can stop you. There'll
Yeah.
be people who will criticize, and they've said for Lataji, Ashaji, they've criticized everybody. But
Mm.
you just follow your gut instincts. Now, for example, Priti, if I just say one thing, that I'm also releasing a bhajan album.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
also doing a bhajan album, which should have been released ages ago, but because of COVID, things have changed.
So,
Probably the bhajan album will be released in Christmas instead
okay.
of Shravan Maino.
Right. Okay. Well, that's a nice time. Christmas is still a nice time.
Yeah, it's still a nice time. But what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say that, you know, I can't plan it. It's planned according to how the situation is.
Yeah.
But all I would like to say to people, follow your dreams. It's never too late. Even
Mm.
if you achieve little bit, it's a great thing. And be positive about whatever you do. Have trust in
Yeah.
yourself. Sometimes we don't trust ourselves. That's the main
Yeah.
thing. Trust your instincts. If you're doing the right things, people will eventually follow you.
Of
And
course.
that's my belief, that people
Yeah.
will say, oh, Darshna is also singing, she's also doing belly dancing, she's also, no, I like it, I'm an entertainer. I'm born that way.
Yeah.
And if I'm on the stage, I'll dance, I'll do some moves. And to be honest, there is no you know yeah, I love dancing and entertaining, and
Good.
I'll do both singing and dancing.
Amazing.
I
That
will
is
I do that.
good. And never give up. And that is the message. Never give
Yeah.
up. Believe in yourself. And for those people, who have wanted to become somebody, you've got the talent, like Darshna Ben, she knew she had the talent. She tested out her talent. You said on your daughter's first birthday party, by default, the band that you had invited asked you to sing, and then from there you realize this hidden talent, which I'm sure you knew you had, but maybe you just thought, oh, I'm a bathroom singer. But then you pursued your dream, and today you've just launched your single. So congratulations once again from
Thank you.
myself, but also all the people that are joining us live. And Darshna Ben, finally, who for those people that are joining us, and for anybody else that will be watching this video later on, for those people that want to contact you for bhajans, whether they're virtual bhajans, or for those people that want to book you for forthcoming events, obviously we know that, because of the current situation, events are minimized at the moment, but maybe later on in the future for weddings, wedding receptions, how can they get in touch with you?
Couple of ways. I'm on Facebook as well,
Mhm.
as Darshna Naresh Naker. They can contact me. I've got a phone number. they can message me always on Facebook. They can contact me via my own page, which is Darshna Naker artist, Darshna artist and slash voiceover. I'm on Instagram as Darshna, and I've got a phone number. I don't know how to share it, but
Oh, just
I had
say
a
it out.
website before.
Sorry?
But I had a website before, but then I'm just all on Facebook.
Sure, sure. So do you want to just give out your number?
Yeah, my number is 07985 439 380.
Once again.
That's my number. And if you can't find it, contact Preeti and she'll pass me the details. And also,
Absolutely.
Preeti, just one more thing that this is just one of song that I'm really, not one of one song that I'm releasing. There are a series of songs that I'll be releasing, which are all in pipeline, and
Wow.
they will really be ready this year or beginning of January. So this is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. So, for all you people, get her autograph before she becomes so famous. Darshna Ben, I feel so, so privileged. Thank you so much for coming on the Let's Chat to Priti Rai Chura show. I know our paths will cross. I know that we'll have you back here in the future as well, because you will continue to inspire lots of people. But of course, when you release other singles as well, we'll have you back on. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us here today. And just before you go, there's a couple of messages here. Partha Ben saying, Darshna Ben sang at our Mataji at our home. Sorry, that's not Darshna, that's Partha Ben saying that. And yeah, and she was fantastic. I'd recommend her 100%. Priti Ben Soni saying, lovely to see you both. Keep safe, stay strong and blessed. Keep singing, dancing, Pabi. And on a final note, the message from Asha Ben Soda, and I think this is really important, where she says, don't let others stop you doing what your passion is. Live your dream, just like how Darshna Ben Naresh Naker has done. So thank you once again, Darshna Ben, for joining me.
Thank you so much, Preeti, for having me. I mean, I'm so, so privileged. You're doing really well, and you are such an inspiration as well. So
Thank you
thank
very
you
much.
for having me, and I feel great being in your show as well. All the
Thank
best
you so
in the
much.
future.
Thank you so much. You take care of yourself, and I'll catch
Thank
up with
you.
you soon. Thank you.
Yeah. And don't forget dinner at Bindu Ben's.
Don't forget, yes, we will definitely be over to you very, very soon. From me, Priti Raichara and Darshna Ben, a very good afternoon to you all. And we'll be back next week with yet another inspirational role model. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye. Love you all, my friends.